Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Living Life at Life U. I am your host, Dr. Veronica Garcia, and today we're back into the research series as well. So I am co-hosted, of course, with the amazing
Erin Gilligan. And today we will be talking to Feaunte Preyear.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you for coming in.
Feaunte, you have such an important role at the university. So let's start with that. Tell us a little bit about what's your role as at the university and how long you've been at it.
Well, I serve as the Title IX coordinator at Life University. As the Title IX coordinator, I'm responsible for overseeing the university's response to reports of sex-based discrimination and sexual harassment. I'm also responsible for ensuring that the university has a way for individuals to report incidents, as well as the facilitation of the adjudication process, ensuring that our process is fair and timely, that the individuals that facilitate our process are properly trained, and ensuring that we have policies and procedures that are in place, as well as responsible for educating the campus community about Title IX and sex-based discrimination and sexual harassment as well. And then I also facilitate the university's pregnancy and parenting program.
Wow, you wear so many hats, ma'am.
Yes. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Is it one part that you enjoy more than any of the others? Say?
Pregnancy, working with our pregnant students. Our pregnant and parenting students.
I love that. Wow. And it's such an important role because I think I talk a lot in this podcast, but also just with fellow faculties and whatnot. I talk so much. I'm like, there is life outside of Life University for them, and we have to have those conversations. And it's really important for us to serve from a place of grace and understanding, but also hold them accountable to make sure that they meet all the standards for academic just progress in general. So it's such a beautiful thing to have a point person to be like, hey, let's go ahead and refer you to have those private and very important conversations so that we can come up with a game plan.
Right. And to hold space for them to see what the path forward is.
Right. And make sure that they are adequately supported and have the resources that they need in order to be successful.
Exactly. I love that. And I love that even more so because we are not so little institution with a giant graduate program, which means that our graduate individuals are in other stages of life. A lot of the times they are working and parenting and expecting and building a family and all the in-betweens that happen. So to have you as that point of contact, thank you for wearing all those hats and going and driving through it because it is really important. It changes their lives. That's absolutely. So thank you. How long have you been in this position at Life?
I have been with Life University for 3 years.
Nice. That's awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome. So you're now into a tenure space.
Yes.
It's like just enough time to know kind of what the culture is and how it feels on campus. And,
Right. Feels like home.
I could not help but notice that once you mentioned working with pregnancy and our pregnant students, our expecting students, your face just your smile just appeared and you were just glowing from that, which means that it's a passion of you. And I believe this is also a piece of your research. So let's talk a little bit about what the research study that you did was and where are you at with that?
So I am currently enrolled in a doctoral program at the University of Colorado. And as a requirement for my doctoral program, I have to facilitate a research project and also a dissertation. And so for my research project, I decided to focus on pregnant students and look at the impact of receiving reasonable modifications and participating in academic planning on pregnant students' ability to make satisfactory academic progress and persist. So that has been my focus. I opened up a survey to students who have received services through the Title IX office back in November, from November to December. And asked those students to complete a survey through Qualtrics, and they provided feedback, and right now I'm in the process of analyzing the data from their feedback. But it looks very positive. Overall, they have a positive attitude about the impact of receiving the reasonable modifications through Title IX on their ability to remain in school and persist as they navigate pregnancy and their new parenting responsibilities.
Wow.
Yeah. Had you done research like this prior, or any kind of research prior to this?
I have done research before, but not at this level.
Yeah, so it's very detailed, a lot of data sets, and
Right.
very interesting.
Very official.
Right.
Yes, I'm a scholar now. I'm a scholar.
I love it. I love it. So, tell me, what's your PhD in right now?
It is in leadership in higher education.
Amazing.
Perfect.
Amazing. What a resource for the university to have, and to have you going through that. And where are you away from, I guess, graduation? How long do you have more?
I complete my dissertation next month, and I graduate in May.
Oh my God.
It's coming up.
I call you doctor.
Yeah. That's very exciting.
Almost.
Yes, I'm very excited. It's been a long road, but
Yeah.
How long was the program total? Would it be?
This is my third year.
Okay.
3 years.
And managing all the hats at
Right.
Life University, plus your private and personal life
Yeah.
hats, plural, because we all have a million
Right.
of them, and also being a student. So you do have that also extra connection with our students that are maybe
Right,
into the
right.
research track, that are also part of, hey, I need help. Please, I'm here. The house is burning and I just don't know how to turn it off. So
Right.
tell us a little bit about how that has shifted, I guess, your mindset, working at the university, and also having students that are going maybe through the same requirements that you are going as a scholar also.
Well, I also have a personal connection and understanding, a unique understanding, because I was a pregnant college student myself. And I was not provided very many options. And so I had to withdraw from my program to give birth and then come back after I gave birth. So I am very well aware of the unique challenges that pregnant students face as they try to navigate, the new responsibilities, as well as keep up with their schoolwork.
Right, that's great. Yeah, knowing that the kind of insider understanding. I was curious about how your research might inform the role you have at the university. How the role you have at the university might also inform your research. Like, have you found a connection between those two and your studies?
Absolutely. Well, one of the reasons why I decided to focus on our pregnancy and parenting program is because I have a background in QI. I was quality improvement coordinator in my previous life. And so quality is very important to me, making sure that we are providing quality service to our students. And so I am always looking for ways in which we can improve our program. And so I saw this as an opportunity for me to collect information from students, because one of the research questions on the survey focuses in on challenges that they faced in navigating the process that was not addressed in them receiving the reasonable modifications. So just getting feedback from them in ways in which they think that things could have been different, or explaining what challenges they faced that didn't have anything to do with, them needing to make up coursework. So maybe, they needed more assistance. That was one of the things that were mentioned a couple of times, that they needed support and without having to go and get documentation from a provider, because that could create a financial barrier or challenge for them.
Right.
Yeah, so we're looking at ways in which we can provide support, because we do understand that they're students. They don't have a lot of money to pay for going to the doctor for every little thing. So that's one of the things that we're looking at.
Yeah. And are there ways that you found that we as a Life University community can help provide that support, like in all of our offices and all the ways that we interact with students? Like, what might be some of your suggestions for faculty and staff even?
My suggestion is to just extend grace, because they are faced with significant challenges, and things happen beyond their control. Sometimes they have illnesses that are related to their pregnancy, and they may not be able to come to class. They may miss an assignment or a deadline. Of course, we are there to provide that support, but it makes the process easier when we have understanding from faculty members. And for the most part, we do. And we collaborate really well. I have deputy Title IX coordinators that I work with. I work with Dr. Lunk, the dean in CGUS, and then also Dr. Lavender. I work with in the COC. So,
I think that's you're doing such important work, and I see it. I see it with my students all the time, and it's really beautiful to know that they have a point person to understand where they're coming from personal experience, because that already gives you a huge step into it. But also to be able to answer some of those questions of, hey, I don't even know where to start. But to be able to say, okay, this plan A, B, and C. In regards to your research, now that you're coming in with a dissertation next month, and by the way, congratulations and good luck in it. I'm sure it's extraordinary.
Thank you.
Do you see in the future kind of going back and redoing it to see any changes or improvement, and making sure that Life University is meeting those quality standards that you're looking to improve at the university?
That is going to be one of my recommendations, that the process continue forward every so often in the future, just to allow students' voices to be heard and to make any adjustments, because sometimes there are blind spots that we don't know about or we don't see. And so it's valuable to receive that information so that you can take it and make the necessary adjustments in order to address the situation.
I imagine with different incoming classes, the needs will change too. So it's something you have to reassess and determine what the best way forward is.
Right. I'm excited.
Do you plan to have ideas to disseminate your work and your findings to publish? You'll publish, I assume.
I do plan to publish.
That's great. That's great.
Yes, I do plan to publish, but I will. As a part of my project, provide a copy of the findings as well as recommendations to the administration of the university.
That's great. I think what's wonderful about one of the wonderful things about life is that it's small enough that things can happen, right? Like we can talk to each other, talk to the administration, and see what developments can be made to advance these very important topics. So,
right.
It's a good space to be in, I think.
Yeah, it is. And everyone works really good together and have really close working relationships. I haven't waited until I present the final project, as I am finding out about the different challenges that students are facing. I am being proactive about it and going to my supervisor and talking through the different adjustments that we can make with the program right now.
Wow.
I mean, because they're experiencing the challenges right now. They, we don't want to wait until next month. So
that's so important and inspiring, because that's a big piece about research. Now that we have data, well, what do we do with it?
Exactly.
Right? What's the next step? And it's such an important thing that you're like, okay, I have the results. 4%. I know that we can be proactive and we can start creating these immediate changes and creating proposals for those changes to happen, because at the end of the day, of course, there's process to everything. But to be able to start creating those proposals for approvals and for adaptation and for growth of the institution. So amazing. Absolutely. Thank you for doing the work that you're doing. Our students are so grateful. I am grateful as a faculty part of the faculty team, and as a staff member, I'm sure we're very, very grateful, because it brings them ease. It brings them ease, and it's nice to see them in ease versus just breathing up here in the shoulders. Well, thank you so much for everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
thank you.
Doctor, very soon to be. And good
stages.
luck. Yes.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Any support that you need, please let us know. We love and support you guys as much as we can. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of Living Life a Life View. This is our research series. Take care. Bye-bye.